In 1976, the Apple we know and mostly love today was the Apple Computer Company, a scrappy, lightweight upstart on a mission. 41 years later, and now known simply as Apple, the company is a heavyweight champion.
This one's for Earth.
In 2016, Apple's worldwide sales hit $215.6 billion, placing it in the top 10 worldwide by revenue. Macintosh computers put the company on the map from day one. Just since 2016, more than 150 million Macs have been sold. The iPod, which debuted in 2001, has sold over 400 million units. 16 years later, the iPod Touch is still a strong seller. Quick, what was the #1 downloaded song on iTunes the day the service launched? U2's Stuck in a Moment, which is a condition that seemingly has never afflicted Apple for long, by the way. iTunes, launched in 2001 alongside the iPod, is now part of the Mammoth Services Group. More on that in a bit. And of course, the biggest bruiser of them all, the iPhone, which made its debut in 2007. In 10 years, 1.2 billion phones have been sold. That's a quick count on how they got here. Now here's a look at how many think Apple's current product and revenue lineup is shaping up for the years ahead.
Wayne, buddy.
Hey Siri, show me my life goals list.
I found 10 reminders.
Thank you very much.
Today, the iPhone makes up over half of Apple's revenue, bringing in 55% of its $45.4 billion cash haul in the June quarter of 2017 alone. No big surprise with our seemingly total dependence on these gadgets. Apple is expected to continue to bet strongly on this segment of its lineup. And those phones have created an entire ecosystem for the company to sell software downloads and high-margin aforementioned services. Apple's services unit is its second largest segment, and also its fastest growing business. That includes the App Store, iTunes, AppleCare, iCloud, Apple Pay, and Apple Music and licensing, which together brought in $7.3 billion in just the June quarter of 2017, about 16% of the company's total revenue. In third and fourth place are Apple's Mac computer and iPad tablet businesses, bringing in 12% and 11% of revenue, respectively, leading some to speculate that Apple may eventually pull the traditional computer business off its fight card. Unlike some of its neighbors in Silicon Valley, Apple has plenty of cash, about $262 billion in cash and securities. That's quite a rainy day fund. This means it has the resources to spend north of $10 billion a year on R&D to break into a bunch of new markets. That's important because there are signs that even its iPhone business is maturing, putting pressure on CEO Tim Cook to figure out new ways to extend Apple's stunning growth. Over the last few years, Cook has trotted out the Apple Watch, Apple Music streaming service, and the upcoming HomePod smart speaker, which is looking to knock the Amazon Echo and Google Home onto the ropes and generate billions more. And the ever-so-secret Apple might have a few new tricks up its sleeve. Rumor has it that Apple is working on self-driving electric cars, a streaming video service, and augmented reality headsets. With a run like that, it's easy to see how the company has the current valuation north of $800 billion. And how do they top that? By staying in the ring. Some analysts feel Apple could soon be the first ever $1 trillion company, and then even surpass that, making them one of the indisputable heavyweights in U.S. business history.